week 6. We are underway here. Welcome to the Three Little Blurs talk show. It's your boy, Be Nice 910, better known as Be Nice or Else. To my right here, we have, see?
That's your left.
Oh. Thanks for Kenny for helping me with my directions. I don't really like
Cause
him,
I'm
but
back. You got
he's
to.
back.
Yeah, we got Kenny
He's
back.
back. He's back. He's been in his turtle shell and his Roshi Island, gathering his strength,
Feel me? I
trying
was
to,
in
what I'm
hermit
saying?
mode.
He was in hermit mode, trying to get himself together, but he's back now. He has reached his final chi or his ultra instinct, which is the title for the episode today. And then we have here today our special guest. We have Crazy Eight the Great.
Yes,
We
sir.
are we are so excited to have him today. I'm gonna get started really quickly by before we jump in to information all about Crazy Eight the Great and our topics this week. We need to pay some respect to the great RBG Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was a phenomenal woman and a ah, man. I can't even find the words right now. A patriarch of uh, social fighting social injustices not only for African Americans but for everybody in this country. And what we want to do right now is give her a quick moment of silence to honor her and her fight, and that's what she did. She fought up into her last breath. Let's just honor her with a quick moment of silence. All right. Thank you guys for that. Let's go ahead and hop into some of this awesome content we have for today. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into our special guest, Crazy Eight the Great, born and raised here in local Cleveland, Ohio. So we got some OH love in here.
Yes,
There's no
sir.
there's no OH love over here. I don't like Ohio at all. It's too cold. I don't like the Buckeyes. You can keep all of that. But yeah,
I
he's
mean,
repping.
you gotta change that B to an F. To be honest.
Oh,
It's Michigan or
it's
die.
it. Oh,
Man,
now listen.
man.
Pre talk show today, I was avoiding the Michigan Ohio beef, but since we on the show,
Man, you know it has to happen. I ain't even a Michigan fan, but when it comes to Ohio,
Man,
man, look,
he
bro, you
walked
see,
right
you
into
see,
it.
you see how they change up on you when you get on the
Walked right
screen?
into it, man.
hey,
The
hey,
buzz saw.
if it wasn't
Oh
respect, I wasn't
man.
even saying nothing.
I
B already know. If I
do.
don't talk trash, I
He
don't
don't,
like
he don't rock with you. He don't rock with you, man. So
Man.
and
Walked
you know
right into
what?
that one.
Soon as he probably found out where he was from, he was probably already making mental
He was
notes.
playing.
Like,
I
He
yeah.
see
was
Cleveland.
playing.
I was like, dang, he disease ridden. They ain't even
Oh,
got COVID.
oh no.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Man, from
So
the
man.
whole of the dirty bowl,
Oh no.
Man.
Browns County. Like no,
Oh,
Man.
bruh, he feast or famine this morning. And look, when we
All right,
said
time
Kenny
out,
been
time
in
out.
when we said Kenny been in hermit mode, bruh, he really been in there leveling up. He been in that hyperbolic time chamber.
yeah, it
Look at right now.
came out. I came out forcibly like Vegeta. Remember when he blew that bitch up?
Hey, I'm done here. Boosh. I'm done here.
And you know it's funny. Our episode is called Ultra Instinct, and Ultra Instinct made a return in the manga.
Oh, it did. It did.
Bam. Let's
Yeah, that's crazy.
go.
It really
That's
did.
how we
This
getting
week.
it. That's how we getting it started. Hey,
Yeah.
so we always ask every special guest to define what a blerd is to them. We are part of our blurred community, and being able to have a representation is very important to us. And blurred is defined differently by everyone, and everybody kind of finds blurred them in their own way. So, Crazy Eight the Great defined it as a person of color who embraces the nostalgia of childhood, proudly expressing their likes and loves for things they relate to, no matter the fictional world it's derived from, and you're probably the coolest person you'll ever meet. And they're very open minded, and I love that definition because it just kind of touches on each part of blurredom, from when you were introduced to it as a child to how it kind of takes form, with you being an adult. And really quick shout out to Blurred Official. They holding us down and always providing us with that representation that we need in our community.
Fact.
As
So
far
I do
as
want to ask a
go ahead,
follow up on that.
go ahead, go
Can we
ahead.
can he expound on like what being a blerd has been like in his life, like how that has like uh, molded him, like per se, how I guess you would say.
Absolutely, go
Um,
ahead, elaborate on
so let me see. The term
Sorry to put you
blur.
on the spot, but
No, it's cool.
it.
It's cool. Like the term blur is relatively new.
We were
People have
Oreos
been.
before.
Yeah, we. Oh man,
man,
Talk
man,
about
you
it.
But
bringing
we,
it back.
but we're
You
not, but
bring
we're not, we're not gonna jump into that.
we were the kids
man.
in champion hoodies before they was cool.
Fact.
Facts.
Oh
You know what
man,
I'm saying?
let's not talk
Rocking,
about
rocking them,
champion.
rocking them DBZ
You
shirts when
talking
we was
about
at Walmart.
comebacks,
Oh, the DB,
Man,
the
champions shot up
DBZ breakaway
$40,
stuff.
bro. I'm
bro.
sick.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
but
But
yeah,
yeah,
like growing up blurred is like growing up the cool person that nobody knows you'll be yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was weird, it was challenging. Not weird for us, but weird to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because everybody, not the fact that like, people had the hoop dreams, everybody wanted to be like Mike, everybody wanted to be like Kobe, everybody wanted to, do these normal things or whatever. Not to say that
Mhm.
we didn't, but we had a few other heroes that, wasn't actual character, like, you know what I'm saying, were
yeah.
fictional
I feel you because
that
I
we
was
could
trying to
lean
make a
on.
comic at 5.
Right.
Facts, facts, you know what I'm saying? So we aspired to do different things early. And thank God I had parents that like allowed me to be weird, even though, so they
That's a
never called
blessing.
me weird, but
That's a
they
blessing in
they
itself.
allowed my they allowed my
I
imagination
would say
free
weird. I
reign.
say they just allowed you to express yourself in other
Yeah, you
ways
know what I'm
instead of
saying?
being
So
secluded.
Yeah,
right,
like a
so
stereotypical black male parents.
yeah,
Like
you
find
know what I'm
something you
saying?
love, and that's great that
So
they allowed you to do that.
so being able to do that, you know what I'm saying, just I guess it just broadened my horizons about what was entertaining or what was cool. Cause like I grew up, even though I got siblings, but they were outside of my household. So I grew up by myself pretty much. So
Same.
Okay.
I had to entertain myself, and like the shit that I love to watch became the things that I love to draw, that became the things that I love to wear, that, you know what I'm saying, became a conversation. And though
Yeah.
I couldn't really talk to a bunch of people because it's like, how did you not watch this, or how did you not play this, or how did you not, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
it was like, all right, but then like you get up, and then like when I started doing music, because I wanted to be a cartoonist first. My biggest dream was to work for Funimation and work on Dragon Ball. Like that was my
Man,
dream
I feel like
job.
that was every black
Everybody,
anime watcher's
facts,
dream, bro.
That was the
facts.
dream. Like, you know what I mean?
Bruh. I
And
was like, man, if I could ever get to draw Trunks, ooh.
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying? So like I had to like I got in a rap on accident. So that was completely, that wasn't even a part of the plan. That's just something that happened along the way. And the fact that I brought what I love to do or whatever I love to watch into the music,
Mhm.
it it put me in a place I stood out. I ain't always get liked, and I ain't always, I was not always understood. I'm still halfway understood now
To
by the
be a
scene
blurred
people.
is to know that there are going to be things that people don't understand.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? So
Man.
being a blerd, man, being a blerd is probably the greatest thing that could have ever happened to me. You know what I mean? Like walking in what they say, like when you walk into your truth. Like when you do that, it allowed me to meet you guys. Like it allowed me to not be alone anymore. I grew up alone. I grew up scared. I grew up in fear. I grew up bullied. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, in these really crazy things or whatever. And
Yeah.
now that I'm embracing the fact that I am a blerd and I've connected with other blurs, I am no longer alone, and that's probably the best thing that could have ever happened.
and now it's cool.
Man, did you hear what he just said? See, do you remember like when we first crossed paths because of Jess and like how we just naturally vibed and it's been like that the same way, the same thing. Even like with Kenny, when you introduced me to Kenny, man, just like finding out
Man,
that there are other
I
people
bet
like
B.
you.
And I found somebody who liked One Piece. I was like, this my ninja.
Right, bro.
Yeah,
Because I
man.
was like, for me, it's like, I was in college. And, I got to the game super late. Like I had some experiences in like anime and like manga and like comics in high school, but because of like how stereotypical Fayetteville was, and like you like anything that wasn't the norm, like bro, you got joked on every day. It was like a full on onslaught. Like you knew it was coming. I kind of like suppressed a lot of like my likes and things that I enjoyed until I got to college, and then just like finding people who are like minded and like, you watch Bleach, you watch One Piece, you know what the
Yeah, we
new
not
the
even
new
gonna talk about
I
the
feel like it
the
was just like a part of the way it was, and growing up in the late '90s, early 2000s, like
Mhm.
roasting. Like we used to call it roasting, joning.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody called it something different. It wasn't like necessarily bullying, but it
ribbon.
was just like, yeah, ribbon. Let's joking on people, and I feel like with that being like a part, because we didn't have social media. It wasn't no Twitter,
Nope.
no comment sections. It was people just talking in the
Nah,
street, like face to
it was
face.
the lunch table
The
or the
lunch
pulpit.
table,
You was gonna get this work.
and you was getting roasted. Like that was like a part of it growing up, in
You know how
the
many
black
times I
community.
got
I know it
killed
was for
because I
me.
was getting roasted.
You had to learn how to be tough. Like you had to learn how to be tough, and I feel like at the same time, learning how to be tough, also for a lot of people, it kind of translated into, like I'll say, suppressing certain things that you like because you don't want people to try to target that. Because
You don't
people
want
used to
to be
target anything. Like
you
let's
want
be
people
honest,
to see.
nothing was off limits. I mean, it was we had a whole era of Yo Mama. Like come on, like that was like. Come on, we was
Bro,
always taking it too far.
that show lasted a long time for real. Like
They had a whole
They
show.
made it
go with
they
each
made
other.
it an MTV show.
They had a
They
whole
made it an
show.
MTV show.
Whole show.
Like it
Bro.
wasn't really the bullying, but you had to be able to joke and take a joke.
Yeah.
Like
And I couldn't joke. I couldn't joke. And I used to get hoed and I'd be sick. And
And
I'd
that's
be like,
probably why you are with the reason you are now.
yep, because the day I learned,
It
see,
was
look,
over for
me,
everybody.
I didn't know how to make jokes. So when I got salty, I would try to fight you because I knew how to fight. I was the only boy, and all my bigger cousins used to beat me up. So fighting, I got you.
I
All right, you
got
gonna
you.
make fun of me? I got you. Then I started
Mhm.
learning how to make fun of people. Well, it
people
was
gonna
like you
fight
can get
you.
the hands or you can get the words. You let me know.
You
The
let me
choice is
know whichever
yours.
one you
We can do
want
this the easy way or the hard way.
The choice is yours.
is yours.
But that's like the cool thing about like a lot of these shows that we miss out on. That's why now that we older, we realizing that a lot of people that's getting into anime and stuff now, they realizing like we was missing out on some good stuff. Like every
Yeah.
story is about like a kid coming up from, or it could be about anybody, somebody who just wasn't, they thought they wasn't cut out for it, or they got their dreams crushed or something, and they just come back and be the greatest. Like
I
everybody
felt the
love these
typical
Cinderella
show.
stories, but you got all these anime that just going just unwatched in
Bruh.
by certain people because they want
And
to say it's animated, so they don't like
You,
it.
you you'll be surprised at the anime people haven't seen as old, like Trigun and
yep.
Outlaw Star and Tenchi Muyo,
All
Tenchi Universe.
right.
Like
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like Tenchi one of the most slept on. Like
Facts.
It is.
Inuyasha, Yu Yu
but
Hakusho.
even girls watching Yasha, I feel like that was one of those slept on things because girls that don't like anime love Kagome and Inuyasha. Like, I'll be like, what? How do you even know? Like, you
They
ain't
do.
never
They do love
Naruto,
Inuyasha.
you talking about Inuyasha?
Yeah, like I don't like
They
anime, but I
do.
like Inuyasha.
Like Shishomaru got a whole bunch of fangirls,
Bro,
man.
Bruh, facts.
he got a harem. He ain't
He
got
do
no,
got a
that's
He
a
ain't got a
harem.
harem. Yeah.
He
That's a
He
harem.
got a cattle cave. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
I was like, I ain't never seen this many people like Sesshomaru, bro. Like, I don't even like, like
Don't nobody like this nigga for real. Like
For real.
how
like,
get on
dang.
but the
the
girls
okay.
love him.
They do.
Love him. It's
Love
the
him.
white hair and the ears, like in Inuyasha. That's what it is.
Man, they can keep that old Anglo-Saxon
Hey,
preference
y'all
all
know,
they want.
y'all know that's coming back too in Inuyasha.
Oh
Yeah, but it's the
yeah.
kids though. It's the
It's his
kids.
kids.
Supposed to
Oh, I
be,
did
Inuyasha,
see that.
yeah.
yeah.
We talked about that while you were gone, Kenny. Haha. Anyway, sliding
Get off
into
me, man. Like, dang.
I gotta take one jab at a time. But sliding into Crazy Eight the
I'm
Greats
about to come with a
current.
Mike Tyson haymaker. You better
No,
chill.
here you go. Here you go. Coming in with Crazy Eight the Greats current feature work. As of August 8th, he had just dropped his first album.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let him talk a little bit about that and kind of what that's done for him. Also, his cosplay Angel Challenge is currently taking over social media right now, and he's got a couple other little things. But I'm gonna let you elaborate a
I've
little
been
bit
seeing
on
the
that, so
hashtag.
everybody can kind of chime in and see where they can help you at.
Yeah, man. My debut album, animated. Bro, it's like answering the question of like what would my life look and sound like if it were an anime. So it's like the artwork accompanied by it, which shout out to my bro animator JG, who did all the artwork for the album, giving it the feel to match the sound. It's a story from beginning to end. Like each track leads into the next. Everything is so congruent and consistent with what's going on. Either in my past or in present. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we took every song on the album is sampled from one of my favorite anime, either shows or movies.
That's
Um,
fire.
Bruh. Hey, listen.
and
So Kenny, you missed it real quick. I just want to talk. The first track, bruh, is called "Motivation Through Pain," and he samples when pain
Is
busts
it
up
when
onto the
Pain talks
scene.
about the pain of the world?
No, it's the you hear the
That would have been
music, so
fire.
you know it's
Oh,
coming.
Pain's
So
theme?
you hear his
yeah,
music, and you're like,
That's probably
wait,
my favorite joint.
is
Pain got
this
one of the
ninja
best
about to have
themes
pain on
in
here?
anime, bro. In villain themes, Pain. When you hear Pain
But
song come on, you know
listen,
it's going down, bro.
yo,
When that
that
came on, he was standing
favorite
over
track.
the Leaf Village,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I was
Favorite
like,
favorite
yeah,
track. So I
it's
mean,
over.
the if you haven't listened to the album yet, it's on every major streaming network. I listen to it on Spotify because I also like the looking at the album and the cover art too. But if you haven't, go ahead and listen to that, specifically the first track, bro. First track. If that don't move you, if that don't grab you to use every lesson or loss or failure that you've ever had to motivate you to move forward, bro, I don't even know what you're listening to, man. That first track is
He
dope.
said, I don't
I
even know what
appreciate
you
it.
to.
I
It's dope.
appreciate it, man. What's really dope about the album and its theme is the fact that I have an actual Japanese narrator throughout the whole album. So from the intro to sprinkled throughout, it's some really dope, really dope script that I wrote. So if you're listening to it sonically, 9 times out of 10, the narrator will be in your left ear, and I'll be translating it in your right. So you'll always know what the narrator is saying at all times, no
That's
matter what.
I didn't even pick that up. That's
So
crazy.
this a two headphone listen. Like you need both of them joints to work. So
Yeah.
get y'all headphones that got a short in it. Get them out of here. Y'all go pick up y'all good ones and y'all
So
make sure y'all pop them joints
so you
in. You
talking
feel
so
me?
you talking to me and C. Luckily for me and C, we got new headphones recently. So shut up.
Yeah, I ain't even seen it.
I wasn't even talking about y'all, but you wanted to put it out there. I ain't even know nothing about it.
Yeah, I know you was taking a shot. It's whatever.
I actually see now. You usually I would have, but I was genuinely being kind to the people out here listening.
That's cool. We appreciate Kenny for
We
practicing
got it deep down.
self-respect.
We
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I got it
Yeah,
on Apple
we in
Music for
there.
sure.
There we go.
Yes, sir. I got that thing on Spotify.
Hey, this album
Uh,
cover fire. I
yeah,
ain't gonna
bro.
hold you,
Yeah,
bro.
the album cover, the
It
artwork
remind
is
me of
dope.
Assassination Classroom mixed with Dragon Ball Z, mixed with Static Shock, mixed with
There we go.
Steins Gate, mixed with I don't know what these glasses are, but every anime nerd got the tape on the middle of the glasses. So
Yep.
let's just say anime.
Bro,
Yeah,
look, my top
that's-
my top six rotation, that thing right there, number 4,
Hey,
bro.
there we go.
Every
There we
day,
go.
every day getting
Yeah.
that thing.
Rotation today. You got me with the pain. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talk
Yeah,
to us a little bit about your cosplay Angel Challenge.
yeah. So cosplay Angel itself is it's sampled from Samurai Champloo. I
Mm-hmm.
had one of the best anime soundtracks in existence.
bruh,
Yeah.
best.
Um, one of
Next
the
to
best
Afro
anime
Samurai.
You just became
yeah.
Kenny's best friend, by the way.
SZA killed Afro Samurai, but Samurai Champloo, whoever did that soundtrack, I don't know, RZA.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like I had to at some point incorporate Shampoo in the album and shit. So,
Big
when I got
homage.
I feel like actually, man, I think want to say Cosplay Angel was probably the last beat submitted for the album. I didn't even know I needed it until I heard it. So it was like we had majority of the tracks. I knew how many tracks I wanted. We only had like 7 tracks locked in. And
Mhm.
so my one of my good friends, Forrest Green, that I've been working with for years, I sent him a bunch of anime samples and just told him work on some shit, send me some shit, and whatever we got going on, we'll get it going. So he ended up sending me Cosplay Angel, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know I didn't know we was missing this one, but it's all right. We done. Everybody stop submitting beats. We're done.
We're
it's
done
good.
here. Bro.
It's a wrap.
It starts off
And
so smooth too, man. It just eases into the song.
And it's
yeah, man.
crazy.
Shout
You
out.
hear that from a lot of artists. They say like they have like they set songs, but then they hear this one beat, like, yeah, I gotta put this on. Like it's like it's calling to me kind of thing.
It was, man. It was supposed to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I actually, the funny part is, I had the studio session like booked, and I didn't write the song until 10 minutes before studio session.
Wow.
I finished. I
That's
finished the last verse.
crazy.
Hey,
I finished the last verse walking to the studio door. Like I had the last couple of bars walking to the studio door, and then
hey,
walking into
bro.
the studio like I was always prepared, but I wasn't.
Your best papers are the ones you do last minute.
Facts.
That's how I got through school. Like I never studied for nothing. I
Never.
never ever like,
Day before a paper due.
and I like to be honest, I don't even think. Yeah, I can't recall one test I've ever failed or anything of that nature. Like I've always last minute at everything. I didn't know how to study. Like studying made me sleepy. Like I'm about to. I'm not doing that. Like I could be doing
I
some other
couldn't
shit.
focus long
Like
enough to study.
yeah, you know what I mean. So cosplay angel is really just me hollering at a chick at a convention in real time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole time you listening to the song is me shooting my shot at whoever I feel like was like, oh shit, like love at first sight. You know what I'm saying? Love at first con.
You
You know what I
see,
mean?
he see,
We
he's
definitely gonna
cosplay angel
elaborate on
playing his
this because
waifu.
no, listen, because look, I took the time to go search the hashtag. He definitely has been benefiting from the hashtag. I'm not gonna jump into details, but if y'all get some time,
Yeah.
just go search the
Yeah.
hashtag. Yeah, bro. That
If
was
TikTok wasn't getting banned,
yeah,
we had that one going up. That'd give me a
yeah.
Oh
TikTok for
man.
sure. Yeah,
Facts.
all the cosplay girls that have to come out to it, bro.
Mhm.
That'd be
They
fire.
didn't already started. They didn't already started.
The thing was, man, like I wanted also too, because like being a blerd and being a part of the community, you can't ignore cosplay. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's a big part of what we do. And like,
Mhm.
dude, the Queens is killing it with the way that they doing, you know what I'm saying, costume.
Man,
It's art. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
really an art
killing.
form. And I didn't
Love to
want it to
see it.
be I didn't want it to be another one of them like male chauvinistic things. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? One of them like I really wanted to shed light on the queens and how versatile and how creative they are. So like even when I was reaching out to a couple of them to try to get the challenge started, having they was like, well, what do you do in the challenge? I was like, yo, whatever you feel like doing when you hear this music, do that
Do
because the goal is to show the versatility of it and your
Mm.
creativity. So if you
It's a
wanted to do
vibe.
it, Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what if you wanted to make it a TikTok duet, do it that way. If you wanted to just do a little dance, or if you wanted to whatever you wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? So I had a real interesting conversation with one of the cosplayers because of her how much of a negative response she's gotten from men over time. Like they own her, or she's supposed to be cosplaying for them. So she misinterpreted the words of the song at first as if
Mm.
it was like I'm saying like you're my cosplay angel, as if I have ownership over you, or you're supposed to be doing this or whatever. And I had a really long conversation to let her know, like, nah, this ain't that.
Excuse me.
Like,
This
really,
is
it's
empowering
about
for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
about just being in awe of you in your glory. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just in the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And
You
it
just so
it
happen
was
to cross my path.
Path.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it was a really dope conversation, but it was eye opening to what these female cosplayers are going through, let alone black women in cosplay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they going through a lot of shit that they smiling through that we don't even know about because of all the bullshit.
And
You know what I'm saying?
Crunchyroll took the time to shed light on that, with the Crunchyroll Expo by giving a whole bunch of, black women an audience to talk about black women in
Yeah.
cosplay. Shout out to Crunchyroll for that.
Also
You
did a
know,
collab with Meg the Stallion for
Facts.
yeah,
um
you know what I'm
blurred
saying?
women line and
Going for
everything.
yeah. And so, Crunchyroll is really doing a phenomenal job of trying to add diversity into the anime community. And like Crazy Eight the Great said before we got started with the stream, is like they see who's pushing the culture forward. And instead of doing what most companies do and just try to milk black people, they're making them inclusive. Like
Right.
they're, hey, let's bring you into the process. Like we see that y'all black dollar has value, but more importantly, like y'all are encompassing yourself in the culture. So why not give y'all a seat at the table?
Yeah.
And that's phenomenal. Like I was saying earlier, see homeboys benefiting for that. Megan Thee Stallion, for the black cosplayers. Hopefully Crazy Eight the Great coming in with that guy, the high school new intro for the new season
Right.
coming up. I'm just naming it and claiming it for you,
Right.
bro.
You
Naming it and
know,
claiming
right.
it for you.
So I
You
got
know,
a quick question. So
yeah.
I know a lot of artists like Lupe, Kanye, Jaden Smith, like a lot of people, not even just them, but I know a lot of people and artists like I've come across or like seen interviews with.
Mm.
They usually Mac Miller, that's one. He actually named the album based off this, like watching movies with the sound off. And a lot of them sit and watch anime with no sound, and they say that it helps like their creative mind go. And I actually do this too. Like I sit here and watch anime with no sound, and like when I tell you like the thoughts that come across your mind while you do that is like you'll be surprised. Like, did you do that at
That's
any point in
how
time during this process?
that's how Ultra Instinct was born. Like
That's crazy.
Ultra Instinct. I put out
See,
Ultra Instinct
that's
two
why you
years
got
ago.
me, B.
I put I put
That's
I put
crazy.
Ultra Instinct out 2 years ago in May.
Mhm.
And this was before I was even thinking about putting the album out. Like right after, like I think Dragon Ball Super episode 131 ended in March. I
That was the
wanted
introduction of it.
I wanted I wanted this song to like come out the day after the last episode aired. And we wasn't able to make that happen because the producers and people that I like had reached out to prior to my best friend who produced majority of the album, they sent me some really subpar stuff.
Mhm.
So last minute, I'm like Tino, who's my best friend, my engineer and producer. I was like, bro, I probably should have went to you first, but I was trying to give you a break because you do everything. But this what I need done, and let me know what you can do. So I sent them what people sent me, and he hit me back like I think a day and a half later and was like, I don't know if you're gonna like it, but I was like, Nick, send me the beat.
Send me the beat.
So,
Be like, bro, I asked you
so,
all that. I asked you.
Yeah.
I
so he
already know
sent
your
me
vibe, so send it.
he sent me the beat, and for the first time ever, somebody made a beat that was exactly how I heard it in my head. Like it's never happened. It's happened
Hey,
actually a couple times after this,
that's what
but
best friends do, man.
this was
Mhm.
the first time ever, right? So we get to writing it and putting it together, and we watched from episode, I want to say what, episode 113 all the way to like 125 on mute though. We had that like in rotation
So you
on
watch
mute. While the
anime with no sound,
while
bro. I guarantee
while
you.
the Ultra Instinct beat was playing, and like the way I really I put things together, like I hear the sound clips, I hear different like things. So we pulled sound clips directly from the show. Like we added Zeno in there, reacting to the bars. So it's not like he reacted to the bars, but we took it to, you know what I'm saying? So it was
So he and they're like, oh.
yeah, like that was, you'll hear him throughout, you know what I'm saying, really reacting to like the hardest punchlines in the song. You'll hear Zeno reacting to or whatever. It was this idea I had because it was like in the show, if like somebody powered up or did something dope, like Zeno would react to it from the side.
Whoa.
So I was like, oh, shit.
All right.
So I'm like, what if we did that with the bars or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So we just started piecing it together. But yeah, it really stemmed from us like, I'm watching it, and basically I wrote the song as if this was like an alternate timeline, Goku in the Tournament of Power. Like this is how Super was supposed to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the ending tagline at the end of the last verse in the song, because that's basically what it was. So it's like where we had some disappointments here, I tried to replace them disappointments with some good meaning shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how Ultra Instinct happened, man. And then that song took off, and it's over like 100,000 streams across all platforms. And
that's what's up.
That's the song. That's the song. People was like, "Yo, is this on the album? Is this gonna be on the album? Is this on the album?" I was like, Tino, I think we
got to get to work.
Like,
people asking a whole lot of questions.
I think we need to update this.
They're like, is this on Spotify? Is this on it? I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting. You know what I'm saying? And I actually was really dope about Ultra Instinct because I went down to Texas for the second annual ComeaCon, which is an all Dragon Ball con in Texas.
Man, I wanted to go to that.
That's how I met a couple of good people. I met a guy by the name of Bova Joy, Cosplay Corp. He made my Saiyan armor that I wear on stage and stuff. And I was able to meet people that work on Dragon Ball and play them the music. And so I'm on the radar of people at Funimation, for Dragon Ball. And
hey, Ultra Instinct might be the title song for the Moral Art.
Yeah, it might be though. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, we're gonna speak
that in existence, bro. But there's nothing I love more than being on the bottom level with somebody about to break through, and like just watching that process of like how they figure things out and how their maturation process comes, bro. Like I'm excited for him. Like I'm in the process. I'm like, yo, he already on Funimation radar. Like, oh. I'm be sitting there. He just gonna like willy nilly pop up, like, "Oh yeah, this the intro for the new art, y'all. Let me know what y'all think." And I'm gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be all modest and humble about it. I'm gonna be running through the house like, "Yo, check this out, That's the homie. That's the homie."
Yeah, I was supposed to, I submitted. I was supposed to be like one of the first performing acts, hip hop wise, at ComeaCon 3. But COVID hit. And then
goddamn COVID.
Right. And then the people that, that I was doing things through or whatever, they stopped communicating. It just got, to the point where it's like that's pretty much reset now. So you know what I mean? So I gotta work a new angle now to try to get back in where I was or whatever. But hopefully, by the time cons open up like next year or some shit.
And let's talk about that. So like in transitioning from the album's doing good right now. What other things you kind of have in the play outside of the album and the Cosplay Angel Challenge that you want to share with the community?
I've been submitting to movie soundtracks lately. Doing trying to get my hand on licensing and things of that nature. Like I realized a while back the appeal that I have with music and how I'm able to take what we love in like anime and nerd culture and still couple it with good music enough to where this show might want to use this.
Yeah.
this might sound good for this movie and things like that. And it's so much stuff available to indie artists. Even though you got to be careful of all at all times. But
Yeah.
yeah, so like me and my best friend Tino, we just submitted a song that probably will be the lead soundtrack song for a movie that's coming out in Universal through
Hey.
Universal. Probably later
Hey,
next year.
golf claps,
Right, man.
golf claps, golf
Nice,
Nice.
claps.
man.
I was just on Game Boy Jones's Dragon Ball Villain Cipher that just hit YouTube yesterday.
Bro, I was
Um,
already I already listened to it. It was me. It took watching that Dragon Ball stuff took me back listening to you on that, bro.
Dang.
That was
Um,
dope.
the
Man.
We'll
last the
definitely share
last
that on the channel a little bit
the
later.
last cipher that Game Boy Jones did to that magnitude hit over 1 million views on YouTube. So,
Ooh.
we hoping it goes. I was actually supposed to be on that one. The thing was, he chose a Ultra Instinct sample. One I'd already done an Ultra Instinct sample, and this one I couldn't really vibe to. It just wasn't that good in my opinion.
You already had that
So
pre-deceived
yeah,
like Ultra Instinct should sound like, and you was like, nah, this is not my
if you
image.
if you hear it in comparison, you'll see why I declined it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, he was like, "Oh yeah, no biggie, man. Whatever. We'll get you on another one and stuff like that." And I really, I keep a good communication with him or whatever. And he hit me up again, like, "Yo, I got another cipher for you." So he sent me the beat. It was fire. I was like, "All right, let's do it." Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I wrote my verse in like 5 minutes and sent
He
it over.
said, "Let's do it."
I
You was ready last time.
I'm
You didn't
game.
vibe with the beat, and so
yeah.
you was like,
I
oh, we gonna go ahead
mean,
and hammer this out.
yeah, so he was like, "Yeah, just let me know when you're ready." And then I hit him back in like 30 minutes. Like, "All right, where do I send this? Where does it go? Where is it at? Send me the email, Addy. I got you." Like, you know what I'm saying? And it worked out. It's like that. The YouTube nerdcore community is pretty huge. Like almost, I want to say like 70% of the artists in that cipher have over 20,000 subscribers on YouTube.
That's
So
dope.
to be amongst that community, like as I want to say my introduction to their audience was a blessing, man. So I shout out to Game Boy Jones for that, man. And yeah, like I'm working on just too damn much. I'm tired, but
Hey man,
um,
look, and that's the crazy thing, me and C was talking about this morning, man. When you doing things that
Excuse
you
me.
love, that you care about, like I feel like
Feel
you,
effortless.
yeah, like you tired, but it's like you doing what your heart and
right,
what your mind is telling you to do. So it's just like you push through it, and then when you get rest, you get rest. And if you don't, guess what? It don't bother you because I'm pushing towards my truth. You know what I'm saying?
facts. There will be a deluxe version of the album coming later too with four additional tracks. Um, I'm
I
calling
was
it
going
the
to ask, is there something in the future coming
Ooh,
for the album? So
yeah,
you beat me to it.
I call it the OVA, so it'll be the OVA.
Nice.
That'll come out later. Just to like I said, stick with the anime thing. Um, I will have lyric and AMV videos coming for each song on the album, dropping on my YouTube soon.
Uh,
Just
it goes with the
getting all that
OVA.
together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Mm-hmm. It's
that's
me.
one. Official music videos will be happening because, like I said, the album is a story. Um, if I wasn't as broke as I was, everything would be animated like I wanted it to be. But because
We got to
starving
build that
artists and all
budget though.
that,
We talked
got it.
about it. We
Yeah,
talked about it.
exactly. So in the meantime, though, I do have a bunch of really good video director friends and things like that. So we're gonna try to put together the story and the videos for each song on the album, just to bring the visual to you, so you can see it.
Are you gonna try to use different directors for each one to get
Yeah,
like a different interpretation, or are you gonna pick like one person to kind of like main the
nah,
project?
I'm a probably alternate between like two or three,
Mhm.
um, because of how the album was created production wise. Like Tino did 5 out of the 8 songs, and then I had 3 other producers work on the other tracks, and so I feel like we were able to come with this grand scheme and idea. Although we, it was different producers, so why not do the same thing with the visual aspect? If I want to do something that's like super fantastical or like anime accurate or something like that, I have a video director for that. He's really good with After Effects and stuff like that. When it comes to stuff that look real cinematic, I got a guy for that. And then to give you music video feel when it comes to certain stuff, I got a couple people for that. So I feel like we would be able to put together a dope visual album on top of what you're already hearing. So
that'd
it's in
be
the
dope.
works. It's
I'm
gonna be dope.
excited. I'm
That'd be
excited
dope.
about that. Yeah, super excited about that. But man, thanks, Crazy the Great, for so much, man. Great information this morning. You also have chose to rock with us as we run through our other topics. So we're gonna go ahead
Okay.
and slide into that.
All right.
Really quick, you know what I'm saying? We got our boy Kenny back, and yesterday was his Founders Day, so we want to make sure we
Man,
acknowledge him.
I
And
ain't young no more. That's for sure.
Yeah, so we always want to show love to the Divine Nine, man. Founding,
Appreciate you.
members in the African American community. So, shout out to all Divine Nine. Shout out to Kenny and his brothers celebrating their Founders Day yesterday. Kenny also has a partnership with the Wraith brand, and right now he has
Rap
a
brand, rap
rock
brand.
band, Wrath brand. Yep, my bad, murdered it.
I
But
used
he
to do. I
also
do the same thing, bro.
he
I
has
be
a
wanting to say rape so bad.
Yeah, he has a code right now. So if you want to go out and check out their website, you can use his code to go ahead and get you some skateboard merch. Super dope company.
Yeah,
I've checked out. I'm gonna buy some shirts and make sure I rock with them. But make sure y'all supporting black businesses, especially black businesses
I,
who are partnering and working with us.
quick breakdown for the site right now. They do
Yeah.
have a sale going on, and you
Okay.
can add on that code to that sale from how I've done it. But they do have a sale, so if you do want to check out some of the gear, it's wrathbrand.com. It's a black owned, based out of Cleveland, Ohio. It's a skater brand, so you can get decks, the grip tape. You get grip tapes.
You can get it
The
all.
clothing ranges from hoodies to crop tops, so it's stuff for men and women. Just support. You can get a mask. Quarantine out here, so they got masks
Mm,
available as well. But yeah, Wrath brand. I got stickers too, so if y'all want stickers, I can send you some. We
yep.
got a couple stickers.
Facts, which reminds me, I need to send y'all tomorrow. Don't let me forget. Uh,
I thought you already sent
I'm
it.
gonna forget.
nah,
So
bro.
I thought you already
I
sent it
did
for
too.
real. I
I've
was
been I've
like,
been busy. Nah, I got the address. I got yours, Will's, and yeah, I need to send you that. Crazy Eddie girl, I'm gonna send you one too, bro. Shout
Yeah, I
out
got
once
some stuff
again,
for y'all too.
Blerd official for rocking with us. Always, that representation. I cannot express how important it is for us to have representation in every aspect of what we're doing, man. And so I've already expressed my love for that company, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing that because to be able to see things out there for us by us, is huge because a lot of times we don't necessarily have that in the things that we like and we support. So
Facts,
appreciate
facts, facts.
appreciate them for that.
Animated
Straight
animated
like
brand
that.
merch is out too.
Okay,
nice.
okay.
Okay.
It's
Oh, so that's yours right there.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Sir,
cool.
Gotta rep,
yeah.
gotta rep,
Ooh,
Good to
I, I
know.
I'm
gotta
a,
And get
rep.
all
I'm
the
a,
Definitely
links.
got to grab some.
as you can see, I'm a hoodie guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you sat in the stream, I was like, I wonder is he selling merch?
It's hoodie season,
Because
boy. You already know.
We got hoodies,
It's,
tees, long sleeve joints. We got
okay,
everything coming. This is the
where
yeah.
first
can we
design. We got a couple of designs too. Right now the website is under construction, so I'm handling everything either through my Bandcamp, which is in the link in my bio on Instagram, or
Okay.
directly through DM, text message, email, whatever you want to do. I got you. Just what I'm saying, hit me up and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
yeah, for
I'll
sure.
try to see if
I'm
I
gonna
can
have to
get
tap
the.
in for sure. I
Yeah,
need a hoodie.
Oh
definitely
yeah, for
need a
sure,
hoodie.
man. Nope. I'm gonna tag you guys
Man,
in
you
the
got that out. You
DM
got
with
one
the
with the
idea.
album cover on it. I need that.
It's on the way actually. It's on the way.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, I
All right,
need
man.
that album cover. I'm telling you, that album cover hard, man. I
It,
That's
need
it
that.
fire.
is, man.
We selling posters too. We got posters for sale too of the album art.
Yeah, you gonna
Oh
have to.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to
I'm a
wrap
big poster
outside of
guy, so
this.
I'm gonna have to
Oh
We
get
yeah,
need
that.
to.
sure.
We need to get the links for all of that so we can drop
Yeah.
that on the channel. Also,
Yeah, we're
just
gonna
for a
get it.
reference for me to go back, so I can go back and get it.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
because I like posters, movie posters, all types.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need posters.
These is 11 by 17 movie poster size. Yeah, so
Okay,
fact.
cool,
got you.
All
perfect.
right,
Get
so
my
let's jump
wall right.
into some topics, man, and I'm gonna let C kind of take the lead on this one. So we got PS5, we got the prices, we got the games, and we got release dates. So first,
Yeah.
let's jump into the price point, C, for the PlayStation, and talk to me about how you feel about the value of what it's being priced compared to Xbox.
Yeah, because that's pretty much what everybody predicted. Because there's no way that they would overcharge, even with everything going on with the pandemic
Yeah.
and stuff. So that $4.99 for the standard, like I see most people going with that. Out of the both the consoles, but the real situation is how they handle the pre-order situation, because the
Yeah.
showcase was dope. Now they showed some of the best games we've seen all year, but yeah, it was like absolute madness that same day, because
Trying to
they
make that
said
bread.
pre-orders tomorrow, but then like I think somebody put like a receipt on Twitter, and it was all hell broke loose. Like
Bro,
all the retailers
the
just let
pre-orders
it
was
go
right after the show.
right
Mm-hmm.
after the show. The retailers just said, yeah, we just gonna go ahead and do reservations. So Amazon's was sold out immediately, to the point where they had to tell people
Yeah,
that you may or may not get it on release day. And even to this point, I guess that was yesterday afternoon, Sony came out with the tweet saying,
We're
that's
gonna
our
have
bad.
more. Yeah,
That's our
that's our
bad.
bad. We're gonna have more on deck than ever before. Y'all ain't gonna have no
but
choice.
I also think some of that mayhem came from the retailers themselves.
Oh
Because if
yeah.
Sony planned on doing it the following day, it's no reason that they should have had it available that soon. Like
Bro,
it could have been done a lot better. That's
it's
just
the
me personally.
pandemic. They
Because
money hungry. They super money hungry.
The
I also got
retailers.
an email from PlayStation though, about the pre-order like 2 weeks ago.
So
Like,
you actually
that's
did get an
God.
email about, because they
yeah,
had a website where you could sign up to get notified, but I know I signed up for it too, and a lot of people the other day said that they didn't hear anything back. So if you actually did hear something back, that might be something worth
Worth talking about.
yeah.
yeah, because I got the email and they were like, yeah, available for pre-order soon, something like that or whatever. And you was able to kind of like hit this little sign up joint
Yeah.
through like PlayStation Network basically.
Yep. Yeah. So when you had to put
And
in your
Okay.
gamer
Oh yeah,
tag,
yeah. I did that.
right,
you had to
PlayStation
put in your
Network.
gamer
Yep.
tag. Yeah, a lot of people did that, and it was like they didn't even send an email about the showcase type deal. It
nope.
was like, yeah, it was craziness, and I don't
Ain't get
understand
nothing.
how you can, as a retailer, have PS5 pre-orders just boom flying out the door, but it's like absolutely no way to pre-order a Xbox. Like, they got the pre-order date set for this week right here, but the
Right.
retailers didn't just open the floodgates. So I don't know what's the situation there. Why it would be so easy to just open the door on PS5 like that. Like, I don't know, but yeah, they knew it's gonna be tough with Black Friday and the COVID situation. So PS5, I guess, sell
Yeah.
as many as you can, because it's
Can
no new iPhone. It's no new
Nope.
iPhone, so something has to be the hottest item. Like,
for the draw. And
Has to something got to be. It's
either
like
way.
what's the hype for this quarter for real? I mean, I just it's 2020. I ain't hyped for
Yeah,
nothing.
ain't nothing. Yeah, ain't nothing out of the expectation this
The
year,
stuff
man.
that was already the
yeah,
stuff that was already announced. Like if it come, it come. If it don't, then
Don't
it's
it
like
don't.
it's 2020.
Yeah.
hmm
I
COVID,
still
man,
I still got my
it's gonna
old
bring.
Xbox.
they showed some good games for 2021. and they
Yeah.
showed the Spider-Man.
So
So
yeah, let's jump into those games really quick. So we
yeah.
got Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales. We got the Horizon Forbidden West. We got Ratchet and Clank, The Rift Apart, Gran Turismo 7, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Demon Souls, Destruction All Stars. So that's some of the games that they got coming for PlayStation 5 in 2021. Uh, I'm most
I
excited
will
about
say
that.
during the showcase, they actually showed some gameplay of the Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah.
With that
And
crispy edge up line too, though.
Crispy Edge. He had. They say he had the Tim's on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he went to
Tim's
the
on.
Yeah,
barber
the Tim's.
and
You know
got
what
the
I'm
fresh
saying?
wheats, boy.
Yeah.
they had the Tim's on and the goose coat. It was a wrap.
It was a wrap,
Bruh,
bro.
Yeah, it looked good
he
though. I was
was
glad they showed the gameplay because I know if they said it was coming out this year, they had to show something to get people hyped. But yeah, the little abilities with that he got with the cloaking and
Right.
the electricity, that all that was dope to me.
Yeah, because
I think
Miles
it's
is
gonna be
like power
a different
structure.
experience. Way different than Peter's. Like
It needs to be a different
I honestly feel like
experience.
I feel like he had got the best end of the spider ability straw, like with that one. Like
Right, because he got a few
Peter was
abilities
like,
they ain't even showed yet. Like
Yep.
it's
yeah,
like
like
Miles
he,
is probably the most powerful Spider-Man there is.
And that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
It's a
crazy
lot.
now that
It's a
we
lot.
Oh
sit
no.
and look back at it, and the Black
It's
Spider-Man is gonna be
2099 code too.
yeah,
Can't even sleep on him.
the
I'm
Black
trying to think.
Spider-Man is gonna be the coldest Spider-Man of all time, bro. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah. You
That's
gotta
Exactly.
think
It's
about it
funny.
like Peter had to, because I think originally Peter couldn't shoot webs. Like he made that device to shoot webs.
Yeah, that it's
Yeah.
been a on and
Like
off canon thing about him being
yeah,
able to
like
shoot webs. But it's supposed to be him creating his own web fluid to show how genius
Yeah,
Peter is. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
Like
thought that was
Sam.
better. I thought that was a
Yeah,
better take on the
That was way
character.
better. He had the
Him
spider
creating
ability,
it.
but he had to make his webs. Like he a genius. Like he
Yeah,
really a genius for real. Like
exactly.
because it was supposed to show how smart he was, and that's why when they did Tom Holland Spider Man, it was like him
It's
being
better.
younger, and then it being more organic with him being inexperienced. It was a good vibe when they brought Spider Man in the MCU.
It was more
our
comically
boy
accurate.
Blue in the chat, what's going on with you?
yeah. Shout out to boy Blue. We appreciate you. He had a hell of a stream yesterday.
But yeah, he brought up the PlayStation blog that they brought out at the same time as the showcase, which they also put in the details that the Spider-Man gonna be on PS4, as well as the Sackboy Little Big Planet game and the next Horizon game. So what I was telling him, we was talking about that the other day. I feel like if Horizon gonna be on PS4, then that means they probably want to drop it by next summer. Like I think like early next year if it's gonna be on PS4, because I do say too, they don't want to give up that 100 million PS4 units. Like it's too
Nope.
many PlayStation
Yeah.
4s in circulation for them to
There's too
just
many out
drop
there
it.
to not make
Yep.
money off of it.
So they might
They
even hold on
could.
to Horizon until like this time next year for real. But
Yeah,
it's
I
interesting
was
though.
thinking the same thing. Blue said it might be a March game. I
I
was
hope.
thinking
Yeah.
like a April, May. It's
May,
gonna. I think it's
early
springtime. If
I
early
anything,
really
summer,
hope.
late spring.
And then they
but that
unveiled the
that would
new
be
God of
dope.
War. They show they teased a new God of War, so we already knew that
Oh
God of War
yeah,
was coming because the
Yeah,
way they ended that last one, it was like we need the next one right now. So I
and then
know
the
they've been
thing
working.
is, for me personally, Norse mythology was a lot more interested in Greek mythology, especially like during the time of Ragnarok. So that the fact that they tease Ragnarok,
right.
Yeah.
it's about to get hectic on God of War.
And then
Yeah,
Ragnarok is synonymous with a lot of stuff with obviously Thor.
And
So like even choosing
and
that name even puts it out in the
I don't think
forefront that most
Thor and
people who
Odin
don't.
know who Kratos is.
Yeah. But I mean I'm talking about for your novices, like for them seeing Ragnarok, people are
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's synonymous with Thor. Let me kind of, jump in that. I think they're trying to link people across different lines. You know, oh, you see Thor over there and Marvel on Ragnarok. Oh, well, we got Kratos over here on Ragnarok and PlayStation. Come holler at us real quick.
Hey, we about to show you how Ragnarok get down.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get down for real, for
Ragnarok.
real.
If you
Man.
ever read Norse mythology and read about Ragnarok, it's hectic.
Yeah, man.
Greek mythology ain't got nothing on it, bro. That's just my opinion. I just like Norse mythology, Vikings, everything to do with like that
Greek
time period in
mythology
here. Like
is
it's just fire.
It's overrated, man. Greek mythology overrated like it ain't nothing, man.
Fact.
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah,
little bit
I'm with you on that.
oversaturated now. Like they got the
I think it's like hit and miss. It got
yeah.
its moments, like Perseus and Achilles, and like it got its moments. But
Yeah.
Norse mythology, I think it's so
And
slept on. But
like
it's like
Greek
it's
Greek
just the
mythology,
stories are
like
great.
if you look into it, this ain't nothing but a bunch of incest and murder, man. Like
Facts.
so
Yeah. It's a lot of
Over and
that.
over. Wash,
It's a lot of
rinse,
that.
repeat. Wash,
Can we-
rinse,
said
you know what I'm
repeat.
saying?
incest
Can we-
and murder.
Yeah, like can we get some other shit going on, man? Like damn, like let's get into African mythology. Like you know what I'm saying? Let's get
Yeah.
into something of that nature.
It's actually some
Hey.
indie developers that's actually working on this one game that I've been following a long time. I hope they doing good with it. But yeah, we need some Kickstarter campaigns, man. Like it's this one
I'm looking forward to that Demon Souls.
yeah, man. It's one dude that I
I
follow
like my Souls games.
Yeah, Demon Souls is good. That was a good look that they was able to show that off.
It
Yeah,
looks
man.
so smooth. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's cool that PS5 got these games to get people hyped because a lot of the showcases that we got this year, we didn't have like a lot of stuff
Big
to
game
look
releases.
forward to following. So it's good. It's real good look for Sony right now.
You know what's crazy? I didn't expect that much from this PlayStation showcase because I felt like they showed us everything earlier, but this one, like, I feel like kind of outdid the first one. Like, I was like,
Yeah,
sheesh,
yeah.
y'all
The
already had me
Spider-Man
sold.
gameplay.
Like, now
I
you
didn't
really
wanna see
got
it.
me sold. Like, they came out swinging. They started with Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love my Final Fantasy.
They
So
did show that.
I was like, well, I guess I gotta get a PlayStation because it said only PlayStation.
Yeah, and I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna lie, I was super tardy to the party on Final Fantasy, but watching that, I was like, yeah, PlayStation might be a serious consideration for
Xboxes
me.
wasn't that bad, but I don't. I gotta give props to PlayStation, bro. I gotta give props to PlayStation.
I didn't even watch Xboxes, man. So it was like, all right, we're gonna get a new Gears, we're gonna get a new
Halo.
No, the Xbox one was the Xbox one was like I liked it.
Originally,
I'm looking forward to be honest.
Originally,
Especially
it was
Fable
supposed to
when
be.
they decided to drop that.
Yeah, I don't even think they even knew they was gonna show that though. I feel like that was just like, hey, by the way. But it was originally supposed to be just a Halo, event, a Halo Xbox event, and then they threw some more games up in there. But
just to spice it up.
And then Halo ain't even coming out. That's why I'm like, y'all could have told us Halo wasn't coming out this year at that showcase.
But they know that would have killed that showcase though. That would have killed
the showcase killed itself though. It already got memed out. Like it got memed out.
Like I don't know, man.
It's hard for
Halo
new
been a
games to
hard
hold.
Halo been a hard sell since 4. So like Halo 4 like kind of started killing the franchise for me. Like 3 was but when 4 came out, everything after 4, I was like, I'm glad I got this PlayStation.
I ain't like 4 like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
a lot of people didn't.
5, honestly, 5. I 3. So I played 3 to the point where I almost didn't graduate college, and then 4 like just took my heart.
This fool said, "I played so much."
Listen, bro, Halo 3.
That's crazy. You play Halo that much?
Bro, listen, I could tell you
where
I could tell you where I could throw a sticky grenade at and kill you when you spawned on Halo 3. I played that much, bro. Like that, it was a problem. It's like I got Halo 4.
That's how it was with
like
that's how I was with Gears.
What did you give me? What you just made me waste 2 years of my life for me to give me this trash. I took that game back, and honestly, when 5 came out, I didn't even play it for like 6 months.
And then when you played it was still a disappointment, wasn't it?
Yep.
When Halo 3 came out, I was in high school. I remember to
Like,
this day, like
Yeah.
I was
uh,
playing it and I was online and I had a football game and I kept losing and I did not want to leave because I was like, I'm gonna get this dub before I leave. And I was 10 minutes late to pregame and my coach made me run 3 worlds before the game. I never did that shit again, bro.
then they gave us that Reach. They gave us
Yeah.
Halo Reach. Reach was terrible.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
I never even
ODST.
touched Reach.
ODST,
I'm
disappointment.
not
It was
big
just
on
Halo
Halo.
3
I
expansion.
played a lot of Gears. Gears was my
Like,
game.
I played Gears too, bro. But like, you can't deny
I
Halo
did
3, and
play
everything
Halo.
after Halo 3 was trash.
Yeah,
it
I
was
mean,
trash.
It just wasn't.
I would
It
say
just
that
wasn't up to
Halo
that
It
same
wasn't up
level
to
Halo
as
2
Halo
got me
3.
into Halo though. I
Halo
ain't gonna
3
lie.
set the bar super high though because the matchmaking on Halo 3 was before its time. The
Mhm.
that
Being able
whole
to talk trash to people in the
yeah
lobby.
game chat and all that. You remember they had you could they had like a little system, the theater system where it recorded your gameplay
Yeah.
clips. You
Yeah,
could go
it
back,
records
watch the clips
you
from
can
every
watch it,
angle. That
Mhm.
jump was before its
The
time.
only
and
downfall,
it was like
the
the
only
competitive camera.
the
Hmm.
only
Mhm.
thing about Halo 3 that I hated was they took away dual wielding.
Yep.
Oh, they did. They
Like
didn't have
Halo
duel.
Oh
2,
yeah,
like Halo 2
the
was more
twin
fun compared.
kneelers.
Halo
That
2 was
wasn't
That
even
that was a
fair.
problem. Cause
That
yeah,
wasn't
Halo
even
2
fair.
was heat
that
with that duel.
Halo
That
2
dual
was
kneelers, boy, on Halo 2, I was
so
going nuts.
I'm expecting the dual wielding awesomeness of Halo 2 and everything that they brought to Halo 3 and they took that shit out of there. I was like, for real? All right.
They
This
better
new
get
one
it
gotta
right.
be the best. They saying this new one, the whole franchise riding on this next one. So
It
we'll see what
is.
they
If it
do.
go well, it's a wrap.
I
We'll see what
It's a
they
mean,
do.
wrap.
in actuality, when you think about it, at this point it is because it's like Halo's starting to get to the point where it's like, all right, what are you about to bring to us? And like, if you're not about to make that jump like 3 did, like, you might as well like start
In the
wrapping it up.
franchise, wrapping that up and go looking for your next big thing, man.
Exactly. Because it ain't selling Xboxes like it used to.
Nope.
And then
Nope.
Yeah, like
the fact that Doom can come out and instantly compete with Halo is ridiculous.
That should tell you
I've never
everything you
That
even
new
need to
played
Doom
it.
know.
go
It's
hard.
I'm just saying though, but like think
I
about the Doom
I ain't even
franchise
played.
in entirety.
And
It
think
should
about
not be
Halo.
able to be
No.
on. It should not meet Halo eye to eye, but it
Doom's
do.
story is kind of better than Halo's story right now. Just
It
the
is.
campaign mode,
I
cause
don't even
Halo
know what's going on
campaign,
with Halo
Halo 5
story.
campaign was kind of a lot of
It
people
was
tell me they
it
hate
was
Halo
whack.
5 campaign. But
It
Doom,
is.
I ain't played Doom Eternal yet, but I know that 2016 story, that campaign is better than
Yep.
Halo
I
campaign.
I agree. I agree.
It's
I
more fun.
agree.
It's more fun. It's action.
I
It's a little
agree.
bit of story in there, but it don't. It's Doom. It don't need to be that detailed of a
It should
story.
not be
And Halo,
Nope.
I feel like
it
Halo
is.
story don't need to be that deep also. But I don't know if y'all know too. Halo got like a lot of like books and all kind of
Yeah.
like movies and
Yeah,
back
They got
lore.
it's a
So
lot
Mhm.
of it's a
it's a
lot of
lot.
lore that's not
they
in the
got they
game that
got comic
is
books. They
supposed to
got
be now.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They took full advantage of that full ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the real kings of Japan really quick. Let's talk about Nintendo. And how they just had their Switch partner showcase on the 17th. With that, they
Not
covered
a big
10.
Doom fan either.
They're gonna cut. They covered 10 games that are gonna be releasing. And so we got Monster Hunter Rise announced. We got Monster Hunter Story 2: Wings of Ruin announced for the Switch for next summer. The Monster Hunter Direct revealed more information about the Wings of the Ruin. So if you want to jump into that, there are a couple of videos that they have on IGN
Man,
and both
I need a
Nintendo's
good
website.
Monster Hunter game. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, they got some good stuff.
Yeah, so you got Ori and the Will of the Wisp heads a Nintendo Switch.
I've been
Finally,
playing Monster Hunter World.
Did
I
they
don't know if
fix the
y'all got
frame
that,
rate
but
on Ori too though? Cause I got back on it. I might need to restart the whole game,
bro,
my save file or something.
I
Cause
ain't I never had no frame issues with the game though.
I
So
love that
I can't
game.
say
I'm gonna restart it
I can't
and
say
try to
what they
see.
fixed because I didn't have no issues.
I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna just delete my save and restart it because I got to the part
But
with the
Ori is
spider.
one of my favorite platformers. Both of them was fire.
Yeah,
facts.
Yeah.
They also got the game that they announced a little bit earlier with their showcase, Hades. That's finally going to hit too. That's a game I'm excited to get once I grab my Switch. Yes, I still haven't got my Switch yet. It's still the running joke, episode 6. Here we go.
I don't have mine
Empire
yet
of
either.
Sin brings a new strategy game as well. And
It's
then you
running
got
60 on Switch.
yeah, man.
I think you talk about Ori.
Oh, it runs
Uh,
60 frame.
Ori on Switch?
Yeah.
mhm.
I hope. That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Dang, I didn't know it was running 60 on Switch. Okay.
Yes,
Dang,
They
sir.
fixed something then.
Yeah, they had to. They had to because that Unity engine was choked out.
But
Yeah.
you're not the only person I heard had like the little frame drops, but I never experienced it. I think I experienced it during the beginning. That was before they updated. And the only time I did have the frame drop was when I fought the frog. But after that, everything else was smooth.
That spider, that part with the spider, I feel like my Xbox was about to just shut off. For real.
That's funny. And you know it's crazy. I got the OG Xbox and mine didn't. I
Yeah.
act like it didn't even put
Bro, I
in
got
that
a, I got
work.
a OG, I got an OG too, bro. That thing's still holding on strong, bro. I ain't mad at. Look, I ain't. When I make the switch, I'll make the switch. Until then, we're gonna keep it rocking,
Yeah.
bro. No
Mine
red,
rocking. I
no
had my
red, no red
360
rings of death
until
over here.
Yes.
I had my 360 even when it wasn't reading disc. I would have to hit the top of it like spin. Spin. Trying to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag, bro. I'm over here. Spin.
You had to wiggle the disc tray on
Disc
mine a little
tray
bit. You
on
had
it,
to
yeah.
like poke it a little bit sometimes to get it to work. Yeah, we had some setups back
My
in the day.
disc tray didn't even open, bro. I had to push the eject, then like flick the disc tray to try to pull it out.
Jesus.
Man,
Used to get stuck.
it was a
The
struggle.
things we do for love.
I know, right, bro?
Things we
I'm not
do.
getting rid of it. We can make it work.
Man, if it didn't get stolen, I still have my 360 beating it at the top and everything. Like,
Man,
open.
We've had this conversation. Y'all know the only reason why I kept my 360 and then I accidentally deleted it. I had Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on it.
I
And
got Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on my 360, but I ain't got the 360 no more.
and I
And I
accidentally
had Scott
deleted it.
Pilgrim.
They need to
But they
put
bring
that on
Scott
the
Pilgrim
Switch.
back, and
Bro,
I'm gonna buy it.
Why they want to
sick.
put who owned Marvel
Sick.
vs.
Yes,
Capcom?
bro. That's how.
Like,
Yes, I was sick. I wanted to go jump in the Cape Fear River. Like, oh, that game is never coming back.
It gotta
I
come
have
back.
no idea
Never
who has the
coming
It
back.
rights for
has
that.
to.
But I know
Bro,
Xbox, they lost the licensing agreement to it, so that's why you can't download it.
Right.
it is never coming back.
Because the
bro.
same thing happened with the Ninja Turtles, the 1989 one.
Yeah,
Because I had that
with
too, and you can't download that again.
it's way too much money out there in them streets for people to bring that game back, and it's too many people who gonna want a piece.
Licensing issues, man. Licensing issues are starting to ruin creative content now. Like it's starting
All
to
I
become
know
a
is
problem.
I'm ready for Scott Pilgrim.
Thankfully, they bringing that back, man.
I've been waiting for them to bring Scott Pilgrim back forever.
Everybody been waiting for that.
December, yeah, I know we talked. I know we talked about that last week, but yeah, December holiday season 2020, Scott Pilgrim will be gracing your screen again, so y'all be ready to go ahead and pick that up. It is going to be only be available for a limited time frame though, too. So keep that in mind.
That's cool. I'm gonna have it.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim
I
was
never
fire.
even beat
Still
Scott
is
Pilgrim.
fire.
That's why I'm really mad about that. My Xbox got stolen, and I had just got to the robot fight, and I was hurt.
Once
I was
again,
like,
another sick moment. I'd have
I
been
can't
sick.
even beat the game. Like it's just like you 2 stages away, bro. You 2 stages away, and it's gone. It's gone.
Super sick.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim about to take a lot of my time because I'm getting back to those
sick for
robots.
you,
I don't care what
We're
nobody says.
gonna have to put that with my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 thing, and we're just gonna put that in a little box, and we're gonna lock it. And we're gonna sit that over there, Kenny. I promise you, I'll never mention that, bro, because I know you probably as sick as I am.
Man,
Um,
man,
It's
but you
coming
know,
back. It's coming back.
real quick with Kenny, Kenny is getting the manga club. We got the manga club jumped off last week. Kenny, go ahead and talk to everybody about what we're
oh
reading right
yeah.
now and
So
everything.
with the manga club, I decided to go that route because it's a lot of manga that people want to read and just don't have the time to read. So I figure if we have a way for them to read it and schedule their reading and have discussions about it, it'll give them a little leeway to try to enjoy it, and that way they know, like, okay, everybody reading this with me, we can all talk about it. Because a lot of times you read manga, you don't really have too many people to talk about it with.
Yeah,
So that
because
was the
everybody's
main
reading
reason of
everything.
bringing the manga club
Yeah.
into the Three Little Blurs. So to start it off, we're reading My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which is a spinoff of My Hero, and it focuses on the lesser heroes that aren't professionals. So they're basically they're heroing illegally. They're Batmans, like essentially, like
I'm
so.
Batman.
Yeah, but it follows like a team of vigilantes, and
I'm Batman.
it gives you like a different view of what the My Hero world is. Like you see like the different aspects of Tokyo, like that you wouldn't see in My Hero, because the main My Hero follows a lot of the professional heroes like All Might, Endeavor,
Mhm.
and the students of UA. Whereas, excuse me, whereas Vigilantes, it follows those who didn't make it to be professional heroes. One guy, he doesn't even have powers. He doesn't even have powers. He just a normal dude dressed up trying to save people. Because the professional heroes can't save everybody.
Right.
Like that's just reality. Like they worry about the bigger fights where you got like the common like low rugged like hoodlums, you would say, that are causing trouble too, and that's kind of where they come into play. And you have one dude, I think he wasn't I don't even think he was a good student at UA, but he in college now, but he didn't take the path of being a professional hero. So I just like that it opens up that world and kind of gives you it opens up the world building. And anytime a story like can expand and open up the world to you so you can see like the different aspects of what's going on, like I just love it. And then that world building aspect, it kind of gives you a greater insight of the actual My Hero, because it mentions a lot of things that My Hero itself mentions. So when you're reading it, you'll be like, "Oh, dang, that just came into play in the manga." Like you kind of like you start realizing the things that is happening in Vigilantes is the stuff that takes place in MHA. So that's a good. It's a good read. It's still going. It's on chapter 85, I believe, right now, or
Yep.
84.
And
85 is
this
about to
past
come out.
week,
So
we read chapters 1 through 3, and then this coming week, we're going to be reading chapters 4 through 10, and then we'll be releasing information about our discussions for the first 2 weeks. I think we're going to be doing discussions
yep.
in 2 week increments. So we'll be putting out information about how we're
Yeah,
going to do that a
I
little
think
bit
the
later.
2 week increments is gonna work.
Yeah.
But yeah, before the second week is up, I will be releasing the discussion day so
Yep.
that people are prepared to be in Discord to talk and discuss the chapters that we did read. So anybody who does want to take part of the manga club is in our Discord. We have a manga club section, and that's where the discussions throughout the week for the chapters can happen. There will be spoilers, so just to let y'all know, we're reading the manga, so that's probably the main things we're going to talk about. But we're also going to have a voice channel for the manga club discussions.
Facts, big facts. So shout out to another, 3LittleBlerds original getting started. So, coupled with Friday Night Fights, 3LittleBlerd Talk Show, we officially have the manga club. So we're super excited about that. Appreciate Kenny heading that out. We'll be putting out more discussion information. Crazy at the Great. Are you currently reading the manga right now? Anything?
Right now, nah, man, I ain't had time.
Yeah, I know your grind
Yeah,
is
I
ridiculous,
it
man.
be
I
like
ain't
that.
had
Listen,
time, but
listen, we're gonna go ahead and drop you in the manga club though.
I didn't know because like the most recent, like I said, the most recent manga I probably read was, of course, Dragon Ball Super. I stay up on that,
Hmm.
but that's because I got the Shonen Jump
You
app and
got
all that shit on my phone.
yeah,
Yeah,
So
and it's
and
only
plus,
once
I
a
mean,
month.
and plus a lot of what you're doing like correlates with that. So I could see
yeah,
how
it
you would
does.
want to stay up to date with that because it matches kind of your path and your journey right now.
Right, yeah. So other than
Yeah,
that, though, it's
got a
certain
whole
things
song
like,
called Ultra Instinct.
yeah,
Facts.
I wanna get into the which manga is that? The Promised Neverland. I wanted to read that
I heard that's been
because
really good.
I watched the anime.
That
The
was
anime
a
is
great series. Manga is
yeah.
over, so whenever you get into it, you'll
Uh-huh.
be just be able to read it straight through. You ain't gotta worry
Okay,
about nothing
cool.
being added. But
Yeah.
the
Cool. Yeah.
series, that series was dope. That
And I want
series
to
was
catch up
dope.
on I want to catch up on JoJo because I'm caught up on JoJo as far as the show is concerned. But I know that the
Uh,
last couple of books is like a alternate universe or something.
Yeah, it's a
Like
different
it's not
story.
the
I
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
it's
JoJo.
not the same.
JoJo's yeah, it's a little yeah.
Yeah, he's different, but
JoJo's
I
is
rock with
one
it.
of those shows.
Yeah, so yeah, JoJo was one of the anime that like
That's a good
I couldn't
read.
I
That's a good
couldn't
read for
stop
sure.
watching the anime because I was like, this can't get more ridiculous, and then it gets more ridiculous. And I was
It gets
like,
more ridiculous.
so by then I was like, damn, I'm on like season 4 already. How did I get here? I
Man,
wasn't even supposed to
I
like
started
this.
JoJo's and I was like, oh, it's about vampires. And then it took a complete turn. I was like, it's not about vampires. And then it came back,
Okay,
and then it was about vampires. And then I was like, okay, this is just JoJo's. It's just a bizarre adventure. That's what
it
it
Oh
lived up
is.
to its
man,
name. It lived up to its name for sure.
and he is definitely bizarre.
Hey,
We're gonna go ahead and transition on JoJo. Um, All right. So
yeah, that's crazy,
yesterday
crazy series.
we were supporting Meline Gamers over on their channel, both their Twitch and through their social media. September is Sickle Cell month, and they were promoting sickle cell awareness through their 24-hour stream yesterday. So shout out to everybody who went over and showed them some love. They had multiple gamers streaming throughout the course of the day, and they were taking donations for sickle cell awareness. So we always want to support our community, especially when they're doing philanthropic things. So if you would love to support Marine Gamers and their sickle cell awareness for the month of September, please make sure you hit up their streamers. Make sure you donate to their cause, and make sure you, more importantly, you support another Black channel. We here at 3LittleBlerds really try to preach a family atmosphere as far as the blerd community is concerned. There's no real blerd endeavor that we won't touch or try to help and support. So, shout out to them for letting us promote that for them. Next thing we're gonna jump into is the anime weekly wrap up, and I've been super excited to kind of talk about some of this stuff with Kenny and C and Crazy Eight the Great. So yeah, I'll weigh in. So right now this week, with my anime weekly wrap up, I this morning right before we got on the show finished up current episodes of Fire Force, The Misfit of Demon Academy, Food Wars, Onohira, Sora, Black Clover, and One Piece. Kenny, what did you enjoy this week, and what kind of stuck out to you? Same, C. I know you're catching up some stuff, and Crazy Eight the Great, man. Maybe we can talk about what you're watching right now,
What
if
did I watch
anything.
this week? Uh, this week, I think the only thing I watched was One Piece yesterday. I didn't watch anything. I did see Black Clover. It wasn't. I'm waiting for them to start the war, so it's kind of it's
Yeah,
in that
it's
moment of the show where I'm like waiting for it to start, and then it's kind of yeah. I mean, it's cool right now, but I'm waiting for
Dancing
everything to start.
along.
I I started Food Wars. I didn't finish it, but
Food
I'll read
Wars
the manga, so
is
I'm already kind of
Food
hip to
Wars is
what's going
fire.
on.
man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So like I was the quintessential like anime fan when I first got started. It had to be like action anime, like I needed big fights, I needed martial arts. And it was like somebody would show me like a sports or like a food anime or like a slice of life. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. That's not anime. I'm not watching that. Food Wars
Man, you
completely
tweaking.
changed my whole life,
Man,
yo. I
Food
had
Wars
Kuroko no
never
is
Basket,
seen
fire.
All Out,
I had
Ace of
never
Diamond,
seen an
Slam Dunk.
anime that was based off of like people battling, cooking food. And like Slam Dunk, man, that was the first sports, and like Ace a Diamond was the first two sports
Yeah,
anime
Black
that I watched.
Clover is in the filler mode for sure. It's during that time where they're supposed to be in the 6-month training, so
Right.
they just got episodes just playing for no reason. Like, come on, bro. Let's get to this fight.
It's not One Piece
Yeah.
filler hell, but it's definitely in the filler mode.
Right, but
Man,
Food
One Piece
Wars,
filler's
Food
not
Wars
even that
was-
bad. One Piece don't have a lot of fillers, bro. Like when you look at it, like it's really not a lot of fillers. Like they have some fillers like that come in, but it ain't a lot of them.
Yes, Blue.
But
Haiku, bro. Yo, listen, that volleyball anime.
IQ,
Yeah, bro.
IQ the goat.
Yo,
Blue, you dropping dimes right now.
you down there
People
dropping
be sleeping on
dimes, bro.
IQ. They be
Yo,
like, it's
dude,
a volleyball anime. I'm not
yeah,
about to watch that. No, bro.
man. My
It's
whole
Still a
life
whole
has
nother.
changed. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
lie, low key.
IQ,
Once I
that's
decided
a
to
whole
finally
new
start
game.
playing for Crunchyroll and just really started watching all these different ones, man, it's really kind of opened up
I
my
think
eyes.
IQ about to end.
I haven't read the manga at all yet, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, Black Clover way too close to the manga. Like
Yeah,
I think when the manga got to when they got to the training, the anime was ending the elf invasion arc. So it was like right there next to each other. So they kind of like start slowing down and adding kind of filler training for the for the characters, because in the manga you don't see their training, you don't see what happens in the 6 months. But right now it's kind of going through these 6 months. So
see, Blue, I didn't know you was putting down this much content, bro. I'm definitely about to start linking you in a whole lot more conversations, bro. Whole lot more conversations. See, what
okay,
what are you catching
yeah,
up
I'm gonna
on
have
right
to
now,
finish it.
see?
Yeah, I'm still finishing up my little bit of anime that I got. Shoot, this past week right here, it's been crazy though. With like I know I had a lot of work and stuff this week, and then with that PlayStation stuff going on, I was like so tuned in on Twitter with what people were saying about them PS5 pre-orders. I know I ain't really pay attention to too much of no shows for real this week, but I did. There's a couple joints on Netflix though.
Check out.
Yeah, Crazy 8 Degree, what you watching right now currently?
So I am completely caught up on One Piece. Thirsty for this next episode.
I'm watching as soon as we get done here. Soon as we get done here.
Bruh.
Wano, man.
I'm sick. I'm sick. I ain't getting no
Land-
chapter this
The
week.
Land of Wano has been the hardest One Piece shit of all time. I can tell you. They
Kenny
switched the art styles up
single-handedly
on me.
prompted me into reading the manga off of telling me about Wano alone, bro. I don't think I ever told him this. I think I binged for like 2 weeks reading that manga to catch up just because he
Yeah, I'm already hip to how you Blue.
if you didn't want to get if you want to get to Wano, you might want to start reading right now. And bro, I just binged it out. All right, man, that anime is dope.
Man,
did you read the last chapter of One Piece, boy?
So
I can't wait till the anime get to. I can't wait till the anime get to Act 3.
So I'm
it's about to turn up.
Yeah, so I'm caught up there. I'm caught up on Fire Force. Let me see what else.
That's my shit.
I ended up binging High School of the Dead.
That was a good one.
Hey, throwback.
Yeah. One of my cosplay homegirls, like she was watching it or whatever.
Shout out to
we was talking
Grandmaster.
about it. I was like,
I thought you
I
said
was
she
like,
was.
yo.
I thought you was about to say she did one of the cosplay. I was about to say that show ain't nothing.
Appreciate that follow,
Titties
buddy.
and zombies, bro.
Facts. But yeah, so I finished that. I'm caught up. I'm on season 4 of Food Wars right now. I just wrapped up.
So yeah, season 5 is gonna be major for you, bro. Cause that I'm telling you right now, season 5 ain't nothing but people coming in people's necks. So get ready for that.
I'm
also
here for it.
all Soki Qs and team battles and everything. Yeah. That season 5 is legit, man.
I'm waiting on it.
Yeah.
Really quick, now that he's here, I cannot let this moment go by. See, Grandmaster is in the stream. And this man killed me in Among Us knowing that Blue had that fade. I cannot let that go. I cannot let that go, bro. I have to acknowledge him.
This man.
Man, listen. Colbert put up the clips. You seen the whole body and you still voted me out. You still voted me out. We was right there together,
That's what
bruh.
I'm like, bruh. Y'all know me and
Hey,
Blue was together. I'm dead. Blue was standing over the
I ain't
body.
got nothing.
Blue was standing over the body. You voted
I
him
ain't got
out. It
nothing.
clearly wasn't Blue. So who was the only other person? Like,
Coldberg.
and then he didn't he mash the button on that meeting too? Because it wasn't
Yes,
nobody. He mashed the
it
button
was
on that
him.
meeting and
It was
blamed
him
you.
who said, and blame me, and we was together,
It be your own people.
bruh.
It be your own people,
I'm just
man.
like, bruh, you got a process of
What they
elimination
say,
on that one.
the closest ones to you is the ones that hurt you the most.
Grandmaster
And
Flavor.
he clearly thought that too, because he voted B out. That was his.
Strong.
They was together the whole match. He knew he didn't kill nobody.
There wasn't even a thought in his mind. Yep, you know what? B been in this thing too long. He gotta go. I'm like,
He said, y'all sabotage.
Blue, I'm so sorry, bro. I apologize to you after the fact. For some reason, like it just everything that I was seeing was pointing in your direction, bro. I apologize, yo. I apologize. If y'all not playing Among Us, if y'all not playing
Yeah, it's
Among
funny.
Us, y'all sleeping right now. That's a super fun game. Crazy 8 the Great. Have you played that game yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, bro. We might have to get you in.
It's on
That
PS4 and mobile, bro.
it's on mobile.
No,
Okay.
PC and
It's,
mobile. My
it's
bad.
PC and mobile.
PC and mobile.
Y'all go ahead and download that. We might have to get you in for a quick game, bro. It's super fun. Basically,
Oh yeah,
Blue,
and
Blue
one
Legend.
thing
He said, I
on
told y'all who
on
it
top
was.
of that, on top of everything, at the beginning of the match, he said he think it's Coldberg, and then we skipped the vote, and then it just never came up again.
nope. I think we skipped the boat like 2 more times.
And
Y'all
I'm just
sick.
like, so you really thought it was B?
Bruh.
He said, my gut said you was trying to get me out there. G."
Nah, bro.
What?
You had too much Taco Bell because your gut was wrong.
We was together, bruh. We was together. We was running the buddy system.
Not Taco Bell.
Your
Man.
gut was absolutely wrong on that one. I don't know what you
Hey,
had to
I
eat
do
that
have a
day.
quick question just for the anime wrap up.
Yeah.
Blue Satire, he in the chat right now. I think he was supposed to watch Akira today in his Discord, and I would like to give him a shout out and let people know like to join his Discord. I don't know how your links work in your chat, see, but if he could drop his Discord so that
I got it.
they can.
Yeah.
I got it. So we can get that out.
But
We definitely
I'm
pulled
not
up for
sure. Are you
that.
still watching Akira today? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he is or not, but I did know that he was going to be watching that. So
We
I
got an
wanted to
Akira
give him a
sample on the
shout out.
album too.
He
Man,
does.
Akira
I
is
forgot.
one of the
Akira
best
sample on the
anime
album.
out.
You have no
Yeah,
limits
I'm
to
gonna
your
say
greatness
I'm
on
about to check it
samples, do
out.
you, sir?
Nah. I gotta incorporate the greats, man. Akira is it's still the greatest anime movie in my opinion.
Bruh. Okay, yeah, he watching it at 3. So yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up on
Yeah,
3
track 3 on the
Central, 3
album.
Central. So 4 for us.
Mhm.
I'm most definitely going.
Track
Yep.
3 on the album, Theodore, is sampled from Akira.
All right, bet.
Flames. We appreciate you, Blue,
For sure.
for coming through. All right, so let's
Now,
go
crazy.
ahead.
I do got a question.
Yeah.
Can I play your album in stream?
Yes, you can. You have my express
Okay.
permission.
Ooh, boy.
All right.
Hey.
Kenny, you missed this. You missed this, Kenny. I'm doing my first cosplay is gonna be Pain
Did I ask you?
using his first track. I don't care. I don't care what
I
you
ain't
ask.
ask you all that.
I don't care. You gonna hear it. You gonna hear it. Cause I got
I'll
time.
put you on mute. I can't hear nothing you saying.
Oh, that's fine.
I see your
That's
lips.
fine.
I see
You
your
don't
lips
have to.
moving, but I don't hear no
The
sound.
left
You don't have to.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, bro.
man.
That's all right though. I'm a scrape him in Mortal Kombat later.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh man.
that's
You
cool.
better start
I ain't-
practicing again because I'm gonna scrape you every chance I get until you start doing it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, just catch me on fighters.
Ashy elbows and everything. That's fine. I'll keep playing fighters till I can play, and I'm gonna beat you in that too.
Shit.
Now what? You about to make me pull up some
I'm
tutorials this week so I can scrape
I'm
you and
gonna
get on
ultra
here next
instinct your
Sunday.
ass. You better
So I can get on here
chill.
next Sunday and
You
scrape
know
you.
how Goku is so OP on that game, bro.
He is.
Bruh, B, you stop talking trash, bro. 'Cause I could get a perfect on you. I just be letting you hit me.
Man, that's whatever. You can do whatever you need. Do whatever makes you feel
I
good.
just don't. I
But
don't be wanting you to quit before the. I don't want
I
you to
tell you
quit before
what,
Friday night fight
I
starts.
tell you what, I'm gonna have time this week. So by the time
Hey,
Friday get here, I
better
don't
get
care
the
what.
hyperbolic option.
You right. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Vegeta hairline ready. So
Yeah.
Friday,
Go ahead and hit that combo trainer.
Friday, you better be ready, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and put you on
All
notice
right. I'm
right
always
now.
ready.
Put you on notice right now. Also, we're gonna try to integrate Soul
You're not gonna
Calibur
tell
a little
nobody
bit.
about how you got 3-0 in the before the stream even started, but you know
It's
that ain't
whatever.
on the book.
It's whatever. I don't play that game. I will admit that freely. Like, yeah, I got 3-0 scrape, but when we started MK, I got all my face back. So let that be known too.
No, you didn't.
I
I fought you
did.
once.
You
I
only
lost.
fought me once and you caught that fade. That's right. You spent most of your time in line waiting your turn the way you should have.
But did you ain't get no perfect. That's all that matters.
Oh, I actually do got a perfect on at least on record on YouTube. So there's that.
On me?
Not you, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay.
The person who was on is not here to defend himself, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. So yeah, that don't even matter. It ain't me.
Yeah.
If it ain't Kenny,
But it's
Trey, or
coming to you.
Outlaw,
It's
never
coming to
happened.
you soon. It's coming to you soon. I'm not gonna let you hold up the stream no more. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and slide into our last topic for today, which is Black support. Here at 3LittleBlerds, y'all know we support anything that's blerdy and anything that's for our community. So if you have an anime, a manga, a comic book, a song, an album, graphic design, anything that falls in the line of being blerdy, and you want to get the word out, make sure you email us at 3littleblerds@gmail.com. You can DM us. You can hit our personal accounts. We are here for our community. We want to support. We want to spread the word. And more importantly, man, we want to see y'all win and we want to document that so it's here for the whole world to see. So if you're watching the stream right now or you're a part of our Discord, our community, and you got some things that you're working on, please reach out to us. As you can see, we got Crazy 8 the Great here. We are all super excited about his movement and the things he's doing, but we are also just that excited about everybody else. So, if you guys are working on something, you need some direction, you need some insight and support, please reach out to us because we're here for you guys.
You're up and coming nerdcore artist or you're blerd
Yeah.
artist, reach out to me. I'm always ready to work with, you know what I'm saying? We all we got,
Yeah, we all we got, man.
Let's make it happen.
And right now, man, this is like the movement that we're pushing forward. I always like to give it credit to C, man, because I was always on the fence about pushing this through to the forefront, and C has, and both Kenny too, have been very supportive of kind of what I'm doing and everything. So I got to make sure I give them their roses really quick, even though I argue with Kenny 95% of the time. I still got to give them their roses, man, because they
cool,
they
just a sucker fool.
Yeah, you a sucker too. It is what it is. But I gotta make sure I give them their roses while they here. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate Blue. I appreciate Grandmaster. I appreciate everybody rocking with us and in the Blerd Gamers. I appreciate everybody in Blue's Discord, Blerd Official, Blerd Life. I mean, there are a lot of people out here that we're kind of crossing over right now. So shout out to everybody. Kenny, C, Crazy 8 the Great, what do y'all want to wrap up with this week?
Yeah, man, just everybody please be safe out
I
here.
wrapped it up already. I just wanted to talk trash to you. I got 2 weeks to make it up.
Everybody be safe out here, man. We got this fall weather coming through, and then with everything that's been happening this year, just be safe, man. I can't even say too much more else outside of that, man. Protect your mental.
Like all seriousness, everybody be safe. Y'all know Corona's still a thing.
Very
the world
much.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Vote.
distracted. Just stay focused and stay out the way. Make sure y'all vote.
But more importantly, when you vote, make sure you know what you're voting for, who you're voting for, and make sure that Black people are getting something from
Educate yourself.
I can't reiterate that enough. Ice Cube was hammering on this about a week or two ago. Like, don't get mad at people for not voting. Don't get mad at people for voting. You need to understand what's applicable to you. And if we are going to vote, that vote needs to have some type of value to it. If you gonna get my vote, know that you're gonna give something to the black community. And if you're not, understand that I'm not. Because black people right now, where we're at right now in this country, we're going to grow from this, whether it's with the leadership and government backing or not. Because I feel like black people have really just made a decision that fuck everything else. We're gonna build with each other. We're gonna bury these hatches. We're gonna find ways to break these generational curses, and we're gonna come up. Like, yeah, we want to do this with government backing and get some of the things that we feel like we deserve. But regardless of what happens in November and October, we're gonna come up. Plain and simple. And we're not putting nobody in the power who just gonna tap dance and pander to black people. You're gonna get something. So either you're gonna get the vote and earn it, or you're not gonna get the vote and watch us come up. We roses in a concrete jungle. We've been like that.
For sure.
Crazy Eight the Great. What do you want to
Yeah.
wrap up and leave the people with this week?
I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you guys for having me on your platform. You didn't have to do this. You don't owe me shit. So the fact that I'm here, I'm just really appreciative that I got a chance to hang out with you guys, see you guys for the first time for real, and just share all blerdiness with my fellow guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get the chance to do that often. Hopefully, I get a chance to see you guys in person soon.
Oh yeah.
Once we survive this the rest of this pandemic.
Bro, we living in an anime. We living in an anime, ain't we? Like, we characters in this story of 2020.
We living
Bro,
in
somebody
something.
needs to drop that anime. Side note.
So on top of that, like I said, thank you guys so much for having me here. To anybody watching this, just want to say thank you for giving all of us a reason to get up in the morning, to give you guys something to enjoy and do a little bit of escapism from what's going on out in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be a part of a community and a part of this group here that brings people a lot of joy, some togetherness, just some awesomeness outside of the bullshit. You know what I mean? My favorite quote I like to share with everybody is that our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate, but that we're powerful beyond measure. So since we're powerful beyond measure, the most powerful things you can do is, one, believe in yourself and use your voice. So since your voice is powerful, that goes with your votes. So I wanted to tie that back into voting and how important that is. If you do the research and have the education to know that what you're voting for is beneficial to you and to your community. So it's super, super, super important that you go do that. And my album is out. Stream that. Follow me on all social media platforms at Crazy Eight the Great. I do
Get
have
ready
merch
for him to blow up.
available.
Get ready for him to blow up because he's about to.
Yeah, man. And I'm just trying to be a hero to people, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got for you today. Thank you again, everybody. I can't say thank you enough. That's just how eternally grateful I am. You know
Hey
what I'm
man,
saying?
we
Appreciate
appreciate we
And
appreciate
I'm in
you making
Cleveland
us
all the
available.
time.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time. Before this, I go to Cleveland a lot. But we got to link up for sure next time I'm in town.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely hit me up, dog. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we're wrapping up, and Kenny, I'm gonna give you a chance to go too real quick, but I just want to say something real quick. As we're wrapping up, we're gonna be getting all the Crazy Eight the Greats content and contact info. So we're gonna be putting that out a little bit later. So if anybody wants to network and link up with him, we're gonna make that available through our channels and also point you in the direction of his. We also are going to be having a special guest every week moving forward. And so we'll be people who are, big in our community like Crazy Eight the Great, but we will also be doing features of people who are up and coming, very similar to us in our channel. So we'll be featuring some fellow streamers, friends, and people that we rock with. So I'm excited about that moving forward. And then we're going to wrap up with Kenny's 2 cents, and then we're going to bid y'all adieu.
I ain't really got nothing to say. I mean, I did my recap already, but yeah, I guess the other thing was just that manga club. Be sure to join the Discord so y'all can stay up to date on it. I will be doing updates on Instagram as well. So other than that, but that's really pretty much it. So
Hey,
yeah,
see
y'all
you
know, be
good.
great.
Kenny good. Crazy Day the Great, you good?
I'm good.
All right, man.
Bro, wherever you pointing is not where they at, man.
It doesn't
agree.
matter.
Everybody
Kenny.
touch and
It
agree.
doesn't matter. Yeah, touch and agree. Appreciate it.
Touch
You
an
keep
agreement.
you keep them vibes in Michigan. I hope they freeze you with them lakes.
Stop sucking me, bro. I told you.
Nah, bro, I'm not worried about you. Not worried about you. I might have to swell field D's to Ohio just to piss you off. Anywho, episode 6, 3LittleBlerds talk show, Ultra Instinct. I feel like today everybody reached a new level, just like Goku. I want to thank Crazy 8 the Great for coming out and rocking with us today. Shout out to She, shout out to Kenny. Y'all, we will be putting this out on YouTube and clipping certain images, certain videos a little bit later in the week. That's it. That's all we got. Everybody keep it blerdy. Appreciate Blerd Official. And we are wrapped. Let's go.
Peace.
Oh,